Good morning to all. A big welcome to Sri Rautpura Sarkar University, Raipur, Chhattisgarh. Myself, Prakash Thakre, Assistant Professor, Mechanical Engineering Department. Today, I will take a subject of mechanical measurement and metrology. Unit 1, Measurement System. So, the first, static term and characteristics. First one, range and span. The region between the limits within which an instrument is designed to operate for measuring, indicating, or recording a physical quantity is called as the range of the instrument. The range is expressed by starting the upper and lower values. Next, span represents the algebraic differences between the upper and lower range value of the instrument. For example, range minus 10 degree Celsius to 80 degree Celsius. So the span is 90 degree Celsius. Next, range 5 bar to 100 bar, span is 95 bar. Range 0 volt to 75 volt. So the span is 75 volt. Next characteristics, accuracy. Accuracy is defined as the closeness with the reading of the instruments approaches true value, such as standard meter, gram, etc. Correction. In static correction, static is defined as the difference between the true value and the measured value of the quantity. Hysteresis. It is the difference between the increased input value and decreased input value which affect the same output value. Hysteresis may also occur in electronic system due to the cooling effects which occur differential under condition of rising and falling output. Dead zone. Dead zone is the largest range through which an input signal can be varied without initiating any response from the indicating instrument. Friction or play in the direct cause of dead zone band. Next, an important characteristics is that drift. It is an undesired gradual departure of the instrument output over a period of time that is unrelated to change in input, operating condition or load. An instrument is said to have no drift if it reproduces same reading at different time for same variation in measured variable. The following factors may lead to drift is an instrument. First, wear and tear at the mating parts. Second, mechanical vibrations. And third, development of high mechanical stresses in the some parts. Temperature changes stray electric and magnetic fields. Next, sensitivity. Sensitivity of an instrument is the ratio of the magnitude of the response output signal to the quantity being measured input signal. So the static sensitivity will be denoted by the capital K. So the K equal to change of the output signal divided by change of the input signal. So this is the diagram of sensitivity. K equal to del theta 0 divided by del theta I. So the vertical line and the horizontal line. Vertical line indicate output and horizontal line indicate input. So this is the graph of the static sensitivity. Next, precision. It is the degree of reproducibility among several independent measurement of the same true value under a specified condition. It is usually expressed in terms of the deviation in measurement. For example, the set of reading is repeated but not close to desired value could be termed as precise but not accurate. So this is the diagram of the sensitivity. First, a high precision, high accuracy, second high precision low accuracy, and the C diagram low precision low accuracy. Next, dynamic terms and characteristics. Certain term used in dynamic system is used as follows. Number 1, speed response. The speed of response is defined as the rapidity with which an instrument responds to a change in the value of quantity being measured, or it is a quickness of the instrument to read the measured variable. Second, measuring lag. Measuring lag refers to delay in the response of an instrument to change in the input signal. The lag is caused by conditions such as capacitance, inertia, or resistance. Third number, fidelity. Fidelity of an instrumentation system is defined as degree of closeness with which the system indicates or records the signal which is impressed upon it. Next, fourth number characteristics is that dynamic error. The difference between the indicated quantity and true value of the time varying quantity is the dynamic error. Next, fifth number, overshoot. Because of mass and inertia, a moving part, the pointer of the instrument does not immediately come to rest in the final deflection position. The pointer goes beyond the steady state. It is overshoots. The following figure shows the overshoot. So this is the diagram. Figure shows the overshoot. So this is the first indicated the overshoot, and last is a final steady position. Means the pointer will not become in a final steady positions. Next, dead time. Dead time is defined as the time required for an instrument to begins to respond to a change in the measured quantity, or time before the instrument begins to respond after the measured quantity has been changed. Next, dead zone. It defines the largest changes of the measurement to which the instrument does not respond. Dead zone is the result of friction, backlash, or hysteresis in the measurement. Next, frequency response. So the maximum frequency of the measured variable that an instrument is capable of following without error. The usual requirement is that the frequency measurement should be exceed 60% of the natural frequency of the measuring instrument. So this is the diagram of dynamic characteristics. So the vertical is the unit of measure quantity and horizontal is the unit of time. So the different parameters will be available: quantity measure, measuring lag, dynamic error, instrument reading, dead zone, and dead time. Thank you.